Hello, welcome to the Healthy Alternatives podcast. I am Dr. Christine Sauer with DocChristine.com. Today's show is a recording of my radio show of the same name. Enjoy! Good afternoon, this is Dr. Christine Sauer, your host of the show Healthy Alternatives, here on 97.5 CIOE FM with livestream on communityradio.ca. Every Thursday at 12 noon Atlantic Standard Time. Thanks for tuning in today. In this show, I will talk, mostly with guests, about all aspects of health, healthcare and wellness, from conventional to alternative and everything in between. My mission for this radio show is to help change people's lives for the better, by informing them about different options to get and stay healthy and well, so they can choose for themselves which option might work in their case. And if you feel you are stuck in a dark place, I want to tell you, don't give up. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for you too. Hi folks, it's Dr. Christine here, Dr. Christine Sauer and Maxine Silva.
And Teddy.
And today, as Valentine's Day is coming up, what better topic to talk about but love. Now, love is a very broad thing. We looked in the dictionary and found more than 400 definitions of love.
Oh my God.
The most common is love is one of the most intense emotions that we experience as humans. Now, that is true. And it is a variety of different feelings, states, and attitudes that range from interpersonal affection to pleasure. Now, what do you think real love is?
Love can be encapsulated in very few words. Love is giving everything without expecting anything in return. That's love. And also I believe that there are not different kinds of love. Love is love, but it's expressed in different modalities, different ways, different manifestations, but it's still love, with the same principle saying, give everything you have, expect nothing back.
But that doesn't work in practical life, because when I say I love my dog, I expect of him something in back, and he loves my dog, loves me, but he expects me to feed him.
But guess what? That's not love. Then I think you need to call it by a different name. And I think, even it applies to children and parents, right?
Yeah, that's really not the same as when I love my husband. I want to have sex with him. Now, is somebody that wants a one-night stand to satisfy his sexual desire, is he making love to the other person or not?
Well, I think so, but it's a different manifestation. It's a different way of expression. But love is love. So if you are engaged in any loving action, you give all that you have, but you don't expect to get something in return. And that's the rub.
So you would say that somebody has a one-night stand to get his own orgasm, is not really loving the other person.
No. No, I don't think so.
Because he's not really giving of himself. No. He may give her a little semen, but that's not really giving of himself.
No, definitely not, because he's expecting a return. Mm-hmm. And the same for the woman. Yeah. Or same for anybody in any human interaction where they say, I love you, or feeling loving feelings towards that person or thing, but you're expecting a return. It's not love.
But most of the time when we use the word love, by the way, love is expressed in many more words in other languages.
Yeah, that's very interesting, Christine, what you were saying.
Yeah.
There's one word for love in German.
No, there are several. There's two words. There's the word that they use for love between parents and children, and romantic love is ich liebe dich. Yeah. But between friends, you wouldn't say that. Between friends, you would say ich hab dich gern, which is a different expression.
But guess what, though? It's another word. We use love for everything.
Now, is there different
English.
ways of love if you use different words for it? Are there different kinds? And I mean, the Greeks had 7 words for love. The storge, which is natural affection, familiar love, so natural instinctual affection. Well, you have love for your children.
Yeah.
Whether you only expect of them to be a successful physician, or whether you expect to them to behave well, or if you really don't expect anything. That doesn't mean you don't condone any behavior that would affect them.
Yeah.
But then there's eros in Greek, which is the sexual love, the erotic love.
Right.
Then there was the ludus, which is more the playful love, the flirting, the foreplay, the playful. I play with you, but I love you a little bit here and there. Then there's philia, which refers to the friendship type of love, where you love your friend like I love you, and you don't want to have sex with them naturally, because it's just a philia. Me too.
I love you, honey, but not that way.
Exactly. So yes, there are different kinds of love in a way, and then there's agape, which is really the highest form of love, and I think that's what you say when you mean unconditional or divine love.
Well, you
and
know,
in the Bible it says God is love,
Yeah.
and that's the kind of love.
But guess what? The Greeks had different names for each of these classifications of love. In English, we have one word to express everything.
Well,
and so
that's
you
it.
can understand why people get confused.
Of course.
For instance, you meet somebody and they say to you after a little while, I love you. And you go, oh, he loves me. Oh my God. But that's not what he means, but it's how you take it.
Right. That's
So
a
we
good
need
thing.
different words.
And then there's the Greek philotia, which would be self-love.
Right.
And yes, we need to love ourselves. So where does the self-love that is healthy and good transition into being an egoist, an egotistic? So that's interesting too. And then the Greeks, the 7th kind they say is pragma, the committed, the married love. Yes, I love my husband. I tell him every day I love you. It's not the same as when you first fall in love with it. Because then you see it through a rosy thing. And in a committed long-term relationship, partners love each other, I think, more towards agape than before, whether they have sex or not.
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? Also, love is a feeling. And it's a feeling of, actually, I think, contentment, inner peace. What we all look for, each of us, right? And once we're in that state of being, we automatically admit love. That feeling, that unconditional feeling without expectations of something coming back, because you're so full of it, you're emanating.
Yes, but
From that source.
you're so full of it, but not in the meaning you're so full of it.
Oh, you're a bad girl.
I really feel that love is a form of energy, divine energy. And that's how I interpret God is love.
Yeah.
Because God is I compare it with the internet. We know it's there, but we can't see it. And we see
Absolutely.
the effects.
Yeah.
And I think what you're saying, divine love, unconditional love, that is that kind of energy. And everybody has a
Well,
different
I'm not
receiver.
even saying that. I'm not even saying unconditional love or divine love or whatever. Again, we're splitting hairs by classifying.
Yes.
Love is giving without expectation of receiving something back.
That's very tough. I'm
not saying it's easy, but that is I believe, the core meaning of what is love. And then you can break it down into all of these different classifications as the Greeks do, but handily they give each of these classifications a different name.
Let's have
it's
an
not
idea.
So confusing.
I have an idea how to simplify it. Let's call
for
that
it.
universal energy love, period.
Okay, there
and
you
then
go.
we have a radio that receives it. It's in our brain and our
Yes.
emotions,
Yeah.
whatever is the physical substance of it. And we
Yes.
have only started to know about it. And everybody has a different channel where they receive it. So
Right.
one person receives a hip-hop kind of love, one person receives a classical kind of love, one piece the country, and one piece is soul or rap or whatever kind of love. So that's how I interpret it, that we have some energy around us that I call love or God
That
or
we
the same,
that we can tune into.
or Allah or universe or spirit or Buddha or whatever. It's in the end, it's all one energy that unites us all, that we all have our life energy from.
Yes.
That our brain is the physical receiver and our emotions translated in a certain kind of music, when you want to compare with the radio.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's a way to
Well,
simplify it and analogize it so we have an idea.
Oh, you're such a computer techie.
I am.
She is. I'm
No.
a newbie and I'm not very good at it.
Do you love Teddy?
Yes, I love Teddy.
Does he love you back?
Well, let me ask him. Do you love me back, Teddy? Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Wow, Teddy.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of love is that?
Yeah.
We can love inanimate objects.
Yes.
Is it an attachment?
It could be. And if it's an attachment, then it's not really love because you're expecting something in return.
You expect him to be warm and fuzzy and not talk back, and he does follow those expectations.
He's warm and fuzzy. I didn't expect him to be that
And he doesn't talk
necessarily.
back.
And I didn't. That's an added bonus. Not that I expected it. And by the way, I bought him with you. Didn't I buy him with you?
No, I wasn't
No,
there.
no,
I would have
no.
bought another one for me.
Oh, that's right.
Not that I need it. I have a husband, but he's not as warm and fuzzy all the time.
Oh.
And he does talk back.
Yeah,
which
that's-
is an added bonus at some point. Because on the other hand, it would get boring if you never have anybody to talk to that talks back.
That's true.
I mean,
That's
we
true.
don't
You
want to
really
have
do.
monologues all day. That would be boring.
So are you telling me I have a boring life, Christine?
Not at all. Because that
talk
is
to
not
you.
all you have.
No, that's true. That's true. Yay.
Thankfully, as humans,
Yeah.
we have a choice of who we want to talk to and how we want to talk with them, ideally.
Yes. 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 Very
And
true.
yes, that unconditional love or whatever the real love is, and I don't think any of us can really understand it
Yeah.
because it's so universal and so encompassing.
Well, true. And you know what? When people speak of love, when Valentine's Day is just around the corner, they think of romantic love.
They think of strawberries dipped in chocolate, and then they want kisses.
Champagne
And
all
sex.
Good stuff. Yes. All of those things that go along with
Can go along with love.
can go along.
With
Well,
the-
all of those things that go along with what people, their
Call love.
perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, their perception of love.
And sometimes it just feels like an obligation. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I have to buy my husband a card. I have to buy him a chocolate bar because that's Valentine's Day, isn't it? No, that's a commercialization aspect of it.
Aren't you going to meet him at the door wrapped in cellophane?
Interesting. I thought about covering myself in oil
With a candy heart. Oh, you
for
can
an
do that
invitation
too.
of massage. And I'm fortunate. My husband loves me as I am. And
Yes,
as humans,
that's love.
we have the capacity to love other people as they are without the expectation that they change for us.
And guess what? You know where we learn that? As children. When
No.
your mother or father say, look, I did all of this for you. I paid your way through college. I opened the door for you to get to your job. Blah,
No
blah,
love
blah,
us
blah,
back.
blah, blah. And even when you're a little kid, you know, the same kind of messages that you hear as a child. So you grow up with expectations. And that's the kicker,
Yeah.
the bummer.
I think you learn in childhood often, not all the time, the wrong kind of love. The love that does expect something back.
Well, that's not love, Christine.
No.
That's my contention.
And I
It's
think
not
in the
love.
course of our lives, we have the responsibility to develop and grow
Yes.
our understanding of love. to the more higher region, whether you call it God, Allah, Buddha, whatever, universe, Mother Earth, it's all the same energy.
So I could also say, how does love make you feel?
Yes, good question.
You know, giving with no expectation. Giving is a wonderful feeling. It makes you feel full of amazing energies, feelings, whatever.
But only if you have ripened as a person. Because so many people, when they give something, expect something.
Well, I know that
like, I give you attention. Now, or I give you the book. Now I expect you to be thankful for it.
Yeah,
that's an expectation.
But that's not love. Again, I come back to that. When you are giving, being charitable, no matter whether it's to your spouse, your children, the community, the world, doesn't really matter, Teddy.
Yeah.
You don't have an expectation. The joy is in the giving.
No, that's a difficult thing to
very difficult
to develop.
But you know what? As I say, when it comes right down to the root, that's what it is. And then we bastardize love.
Oh yeah.
We make it an industry with cards and chocolates and all of this sort of
that
thing.
That has nothing to do with love.
There you are, and it's the obligation that you
and
just
flowers,
mentioned.
red roses.
Yeah. I want a dozen, by the way.
From Teddy?
Whoever wants to give me a dozen roses.
Oh, you want your kids? I'll give you the one that my husband is going to get.
Oh, gee, thanks a lot. Second-hand rose, you're going to call me. But that's what I'm saying.
You're a rose.
I'm a rose. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet, like Shakespeare said.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
And I really believe that from the energy, the universal energy of love that unifies us all, we develop in the course of the life propensity to be able to receive all those different channels of love or channels of music, so we can in the end hear the whole orchestra and really learn to give back without expecting and enjoy it and feel the love in it, the real energy of love, which is hard, which is really hard because we are growing up being expected.
Yeah, maybe we just need to give different names to different expressions of what we call love to avoid the confusion. Then it's not so difficult.
But then it doesn't unify it. So it's a conundrum, as you said.
Why wouldn't it unify us? It does. But the only love that unifies us, Christine, is charitable love, to be able to give without expectation. That's the only unifying love, in my humble opinion.
And that is so hard to get.
But not impossible.
Hey, that's not the point. You don't want to get the love.
Yeah.
You want to give it.
Good. Very good point.
So we all say, I want more love in my life. Where can I get it?
Yeah.
Hey, we have the love. We just need to receive the love that is unified, that unifies the universe. We need to receive it, fill ourselves with the love, and then we can give it to others.
Well, we already have it within us. We are love, each of us, Right. And so if we give of ourselves, that's what service is all about.
So you would say, for those that don't feel it that way yet, maybe they have to, or they need to develop themselves to a point where they can receive the universal love and then give it back.
No, I don't say that.
Or where they can feel the love that's already in them.
To discover that it's there, yes.
Because it's the same when you say in the radio is all the music. No, it isn't. It is and it isn't. It's only there when the universal energy is there, the waves. Or the internet. And for us, it's a divine love. It is always there.
But guess what? Each of us is our own universe with our own energy within us. The universal love lives within us. And when we have come to an understanding that that's the case, and we give of that, that's love.
I would say we are kind of a crystallization of the God or universal
We are
energy.
all parts of the whole.
Yes,
like that.
And we are all the whole at the same time.
Yeah.
There's not, black and white are not really opposite.
Guess what?
It's the same.
My point of contention because love is love is love. And we divide it up and it's not love then.
Huh. Yeah.
It's just a whole. Love is whole.
Love is whole, but we still divide it. And here's lots of...
Well, it's divided because we do that. Humans do that. And the Greeks, one good thing they did was give it different names. And that avoids a lot of confusion.
There's a lot that people call love and think it's really the universal love. But maybe they're mistaken. Maybe we're mistaken. Maybe we can't experience and give that kind of love until we are in the other life.
No.
You think we can do it this?
We can do it every single day. You know how? Through gratitude.
Gratitude
Because that way you are taking yourself out of your own, how can I describe this? Out of your own box. So you are appreciating what is around you, what you have, who you are, all of the good things in your life. And that's loving yourself.
Yeah, you have to love yourself to be able to love others.
Yeah. You have to recognize the love within you.
Okay. Or you have to be able to receive the universal love and recognize it within you.
But you have to give it away first.
No, I think it's the other way around.
No, I disagree.
You have to receive it first and then you can give it away.
No, because you've already got it.
Yeah, but you have to recognize it, as you
You
said.
have to recognize it. And then give it away. Give it away.
Yeah, like the radio has to recognize that there are waves around it.
Yeah.
When you switch it on, it does. And then it can give it away as music to other people. So it's the same way for us. We have to turn the switch so we can recognize the love that's already in us.
How do we turn the switch? We can turn the switch by meditation, going within.
Now, meditation is not necessarily sitting on the floor, not moving.
No. Meditation is dancing, singing, taking a walk. I mean, it has so many forms again.
No, what's meditation? Isn't it not the same as being in the now, being in the present?
Absolutely.
And it's
living
the same
in the moment. Living
it's the
in the
same
moment.
as real prayer, because in the Bible it says, pray without cessation. Now, what's the difference between pray without cessation and being in the now and meditating?
Yes. And
it's the
guess
same,
what?
just
And,
different words.
Eating is meditation also.
Can be, yeah.
Absolutely. Being mindful.
They call it
Being
now
mindful.
mindfulness,
Yes.
but mindfulness is the same as meditation, the same as prayer, the same as being in the now.
Be in the now.
We
Yeah,
just
it's
tend
so
to
true.
splinter things up and put it in a different kind of niche, and then we can write a book about it and make money with it.
There you go.
I think that's a big thing nowadays. We have from Eckhart Tolle a bestseller, The Power of Now.
Yeah.
We talk about mindfulness all the time. It's a big fad right now. It's the same as meditation and prayer that we had for thousands and millions of years.
And guess
but
what?
they make money with mindfulness,
And
tons of it.
But guess what, Christine? See, each of us, within ourselves, has the power of all of these people who've made $1 million out in the commercialized world. We have it, we just have to realize it. So, you know, when you have gurus who are telling you how to live your life and what to do and whatever, no, you don't listen to them. Listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition.
Right.
What's going on within you? You have the answers. How does it feel?
Yeah.
And go with that.
So
how
many
does
people-
it feel?
What do you want in life? The answer will be, I want to be happy. Now, that's not a definition.
No.
Happy is not a goal. Happy is a state of
It's a
being.
byproduct.
And it's a choice often.
Yeah.
And really, it's not happiness that you want, because we all cannot be happy all the time. It's like light. There's shadow.
The
We need
duality.
both.
Yes, of course.
And we can't be happy without being sad sometimes. So we know the difference.
Absolutely.
But we can learn to be content most of the time.
Yes.
Accept our now. Be in the now. Mindful meditation.
Yeah.
And for me it's Tai Chi, because when I do Tai Chi I'm really moving and meditating, focusing on my body, so I am in the now.
Yeah.
Whereas otherwise I often think about, when I talk to people, now what is it what I want to say next, instead of really listening.
Yeah,
And that is tough,
true.
because we all learn to do it. We go maybe to debate classes, and what do they teach you? Think about your response when the other person is talking, so you can crush him down.
You hear, but you don't, or you listen and you don't, but you don't hear. That's what I mean.
And the art of listening is hard to acquire.
Yeah. It's true. It's true, and that's all ego involved there.
Of course,
whatever, because we don't want to listen,
and we don't want to appear stupid on video or on audio or to others.
We don't care if we appear stupid, do we, Christine?
No, not at all.
Teddy?
I know I'm stupid, so hey, bring it out.
Yeah, you're not stupid.
Why not?
A little silly.
Let me be stupid,
Crazy.
silly, smart, all at the one time.
Oh, I know, but wait a minute.
I do stupid things.
How many definitions of stupid are there?
That's a good one. We do that another time.
Oh, God.
I always call myself one stupid, and it really has no soul, so.
How do you know?
It receives its energy from the universal
energy.
cell phone
It's
energy.
energy.
It's Wi-Fi.
You never know.
We created that
Yeah,
energy.
but your phone talks to you.
Who created the universal energy?
Oh,
Was God created?
I
I read a science fiction that I really liked. It was called, I don't know the English word, it was Welt am Draht, World on a Wire. I knew the English version, I forgot. And where basically they propose that the whole world that we live in is really a computer simulation by some God.
Hey,
That's a good, and one of the figures in that science fiction, he drove off and the road ended.
Oh,
And that's how he discovered it.
I see.
The computer, and then they took him out. And it was quite interesting how they came across. And I thought by myself, now, are we really a computer simulation? The same that we do when we simulate the worlds for our bacteria also? Are we kind of like bacteria, an experiment from some developed intelligence?
Ancient universe or
future
far off.
universe, for a second parallel universe? Hey, we really don't know nothing, don't we?
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't it
But
fun?
anyway, so the whole conclusion there is enjoy your life, be happy. Be happy,
content.
To be content.
Be grateful.
Yeah, you know what? Have an amazing Valentine's Day. If there's somebody in your life, a love interest, go for the gusto. Give that person everything.
And I want to challenge you for Valentine's Day. Tell one person that you love them, that you haven't told it for at least a year.
Good point.
I'm pretty sure there are people that you didn't.
Those are magic words. They're 3 little words. And they do mean a lot when they're said with sincerity from the heart.
Right.
Yes.
And whether you say it in English or in your native language, it may be different, and it may be a different word that you have to use for love depending on the person you want to talk to. And that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you tell Teddy I love you, that's okay.
I do. I love you, Teddy. I do. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. And let us know what you think about love. What is love for you? What is your interpretation of the love? And where do you agree with me, Maxine, us, or where you absolutely disagree? We would love to hear from you. Okay. Have a great Valentine's Day.
Happy
Happy
Valentine's Day.
Namaste. We love you all. Whatever that means to you, we really do.
Yes, we do.
And this brings us to the end of today's show. Please don't hesitate to contact me with any questions, thoughts, comments, or suggestions. Or if you'd like to contact me, my email here is christine@communityradio.ca, or you can contact me through my website, docchristin.com, dochristine.com. I'm always grateful for any feedback. You might not know this, but this is a volunteer-run non-profit radio station, and we even have an art gallery. If you're local and you'd like to drop in, we are at 11 Glendale Avenue, Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. Thank you all for listening to Healthy Alternatives. I'm your host, Dr. Christine Sauer. Tune in next Thursday at noon on 97.5 CIOE FM Community Radio with live stream on communityradio.ca for the next episode. Goodbye and have a great day.